We are back, everybody. If you haven't joined us before, today is the day that we count down the top 10 highest sports card NFT sales of the week. And we critique them all as we go along. We say the things we do like, we don't like, and at the end of it, we comment on which one we would like to have most in our personal collection or we just think is the best buy. So let's get into it. Let's play some Sunday morning quarterback and let's have some fun and learn something along the way. This is going to teach us what the market does like and doesn't like. And actually, this only is going to teach us what the market likes, what it really, really likes. These are the top 10 sales. So we're not going to see anything the market doesn't like. Let's just jump into it. Number 10, we have Slice. That's right, Slice. This is of the Bad Egg collection, released about a month and a half ago. From what I know, this was an NFT collection on a different blockchain. Panini licensed it, brought it over to the Panini Blockchain. This is a 1 of 39, sold for $750. Don't have too much to say about it, other than they have hit the top 10 list before, which means I probably should find out more about them because they do seem to be popular. But let's just jump to number 9. Flocks. We got Flocks. We're not done. This is the same green power. Serial number 1 of 39, just like Slice, and this sold also for $750. I don't know yet, again, what distinguishes the two. Maybe Flocks had a 100-yard receiving game. I think Flocks had 4 touchdowns yesterday, so that makes sense. They're moving on up the list to number 9. Other than that, Spinatron, it looks like the same collector owns both. So let's move on to number 8. Spike. Okay. I hope, not that I have anything against the Bad Egg collection, but I hope this isn't a runoff of all bad. It can't be. It can't keep, but this one also sold for $750. Same green power, same 1 of 39. Again, I don't know. He looks like he might have had like 4 sacks and 5 quarterback hurries, maybe a tip ball, maybe an interception. This dude looks like he could control the middle of the defense. So if Flocks was receiving 100 yards with 4 touchdowns, Spike had a few sacks, I don't. They're all $750. They're all the same serial. I don't know what you choose. This is a different owner though, so it's not Spinatron trying to collect all 1 of 39. Jaskar owns this one, so I mean, if you're Spinatron or Jaskar, comment. Let us inform us on this particular collection and what you're looking for with these particular NFTs. So let's move on to the next one, number 7. Okay, here we go. We're back into some sort of world that is, at least right now, I can talk about. I promise, I will put in the effort and put more effort into the Bad Egg collection so I can at least speak about these things when they hit the top 10. And I should own some as well. They do seem popular. I have nothing bad to say about them. But Shohei Ohtani, everyone has good things to say about this guy. He's a stud. The Panini are unlicensed. There's no recent baseball series. I don't think there's an Ohtani in a Dodger uniform. So these do pop up from time to time. I think they do make for great collector's pieces because they will become rare because there's not that many of them. I have owned some Shohei Kabooms. Again, those aren't even that scarce. They're not like of 25. So they are generally affordable and they are attainable. I could see how these will just keep ramping up though on the list of collectors wanting to own and the price scaling up because there aren't really that many options for a Shohei if you want a sports card NFT. So I can't argue with this one. It sold for $945 and under $1,000 for an of 10. I think that's a pretty good move. I don't have a problem with it so far, considering what we've seen. But let's go to number 6. What do we get? Cameron Brink. Okay. I've never seen Cameron Brink in the top 10. I mean, if you follow the I really got into the WNBA this season. And if you follow it, I know what's going on here. First of all, this is a 10 of 10. It sold for $995. But a lot of the players that I think preseason were supposed to do good haven't really done good. So now what do we have? Well, we have Cameron Brink, who was one of the players that were supposed to do good. But she's coming off an ACL, and she just hasn't had the chance to either perform or underperform. So I think collectors might be gravitating towards her because the jury's still out. if she can show that she can play, she just even moves up more higher on the list, because some of the other girls that might have been above her haven't been looking too great as of yet. And also the Sparks team hasn't shown up. So any sort of energy or any sort of life that she could bring into the team as well when she hits would be a good thing. So at 995, Cameron Brink, I don't know. I mean, I think Shohei I'd rather have for that money. But this is a great sports card too. So, but let's move on. See what we got at number 5. Drake May. Okay, Drake. I don't think I've seen Drake in the top 10 list so far. I don't know why. I mean, there's been the draft quarterback class is so deep and stacked with studs. We've seen some Jaden, we've seen some Caleb. I don't think we've seen Drake. This is a 1 of 1. It sold for $1,000 even. It is his Uptown, not downtown, his Uptown gold vinyl. I mean, I think the Jaden didn't last week. Yeah, last week the Jaden of this exact card sold for 5,500, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, that's a pretty good litmus test. I know Jaden did a lot more, and Drake didn't really play the whole season, and the team wasn't really built around him from start of preseason, I guess you could say. So, I get it. But at the same time, like, that's a pretty big discrepancy, 5,500 to 1,000 between these two guys. I don't know that in reality there should be that big of a discrepancy. Maybe that means Jaden comes down, or maybe that means Drake goes up. I don't know. But I think this is a pretty good buy. I don't like the Uptown series, but a 1 of 1 rookie, Drake May for 1,000, considering what the other ones are going for, I don't hate it. I don't know. What do you think? Not bad. All right. Well, so far we haven't seen any big bucks. Let's see what number 4 is. Number 4 is Cameron Brink. Another Cameron Brink. This is the gold. It's still of 10. It's 1 of 10, not 10 of 10. I think the last one was 10 of 10. And this sold for 1,000 even, the same as the Drake May. Again, I already spoke at length about Cameron Brink and what I think might be going on with this one. It is unique. Now, I like the variation NBA and WNBA cards better than the standard, where it's like them just shooting a basketball. I think NBA players look cooler just like posing or with a basketball. Football is the opposite. Football, I've said they look like second string high school quarterbacks, the variations. They're awful. I mean, they need to figure that out because this is bad. But I don't think I've ever seen the variation sell for higher than the standard. So this is the first time, albeit only $5, but I think generally, isn't it thought that the variation maybe is about half of what the standard rookie is? So even though I think these look way better, as well as the NBA version, I've never seen the price reflect that. Now, it may just be Cameron Brink that the variation can bring out the same price, but I think that's, personally for me, that's how I think it should be. It's just shocking that I don't think I've ever seen that before. But okay, so that is number, what is that number? Where are we at? We're number 4. So let's go to, so number 4 is only $1,000. So far it's been a pretty light week. So let's see what number 3 is. Number 3, we have Benny. Benny, we're back to Bad Egg. We're not done with him yet. Is that a Michigan State hat? Is he a Michigan State fan? No, that isn't. Looks like it though. But Benny is still a Green Power 1 of 39, sold for $1,000. Okay. So we had the other 3 sold for $750. Benny is the dude. He sold for $1,000. I don't know why. Maybe it just worked out that way, or maybe Benny is, more of a popular character within this set. Looks like he's, up to something. I don't know what's going on with Benny. But again, I don't know much. I'm not going to ramble on, but I will find out more. So next time these start popping up, I should have more information, hopefully. Or if you have information, please comment and let me know what's up with this set. So let's go to number 2. Oh, I like this. Michael Penix Jr., 1 of 1 variation. Okay, this is perfect. This kind of lines up with the talk before of the Cameron Brink variation. But still, This was $1,000. It's a 1-of-1 rookie of Michael Penix Jr. I think Michael Penix is underpriced, period. Now, the only thing I could come up with is he is injury prone. So it is kind of a gamble to put a lot of money in Michael Penix to see if he can even make it to the first game. Now, the city's behind him. The team's behind him. He has proven that he can play at a very, very high level. So everything is set up to where he could be a great quarterback for Atlanta for the next 10 years. He could be the dude of the franchise for a while. He just has to stay healthy. And with all things considered, $1,000 for a 1-of-1 rookie variation, I mean, that's if that was any other one of those quarterbacks, and he can play just as good. I mean, they almost made the playoffs too. I mean, he was playing really good down the stretch. So I like this 1,000, but it's the variation. Look at this. Come on. I mean, you pull up his high school yearbook. Let's pull up his high school yearbook. I bet you he looks cooler in his high school yearbook than he does in this picture. Why? I don't know why. And it may just be me that these variations for the NFL, they come across just so second string high school quarterback. I mean, it's just his standard rookie is so much cooler than this. And these variations just don't do justice. But all in all, I like it. The black matching the jersey match of the Atlanta Falcons black. Super cool card. I think a good price, $1,000. I'm not knocking it. Good job, whoever owns it. Now, without further ado, let's go to the number one. I mean, if the number two is only 1,000, maybe number one just goes bonkers through the roof, or maybe we're just kind of gonna have like a chill week, which is okay too. So let's see. The number one, the highest sale of the week, the NFT that everybody wanted but only one person got, is the Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin Gold Duo vinyl, 1-of-1, sold for $2,400. $2,400. I'll be honest, I don't like this one. I don't really get this one. I mean, I get the Jaden. The DC in the background is actually cool. I don't really like the downtowns and uptowns. That design is really dope. Like that. Okay. I mean, the design by itself deserves credit. Whoever did this downtown it's the best design one I've ever seen by far. It really is. Look at that back. Like, do people actually look at the art in the background of the downtowns and uptowns? Because if you do, let me know if you've seen one that's cooler than that. So cool factor, I'll give it. It's off the charts on this one. Jaden Daniels, yes, but you had Terry McLaurin in there. Nothing against him. But I think recently he's having a hard time even extending his contract. So I don't even know if this is going to be a Commander for much longer. I mean, if it is, then this purchase might be a lot better. But anytime you add something with Jaden, I don't know that the longevity of it, if he doesn't remain a Commander, is going to stand the test of time. But I could be wrong. I don't like it. This isn't my favorite purchase. My favorite is, to be completely honest, I'm between two. I'm between Slice and Phlox. No, I'm between the Drake May Uptown 1-of-1 and the Michael Penix variation 1-of-1. And I think I'm going to go. This is a tough one. I would go Michael Penix all day long. I just can't stand that variation, how it looks. And Drake May for $1,000 for the same exact sports card that Jaden sold for $5,500, but you get it for $1,000. I don't think the discrepancy is that big. So I think that Drake May instantly, almost in a week, goes up to $2,000. $1,500. I mean, I think they just got a good price for that particular sports card. The Michael Penix, I think, might have been hanging out for a while, and somebody just ended up getting it at $1,000. So I think immediately I'll go Drake May. I don't like Uptowns necessarily, but I think it's just too good of a price. I think whoever got that Uptown 1-of-1 Drake May, you got a good price. That was a good purchase. So not only would I want that in my collection, I do think out of all these 10 I've seen, other than Spikes, no, I got to stop. I trust me. Those have popped up in the top 10 just as much, if not more than anything. So it's a series that needs to be respected and thought of seriously, and I will learn more about it. We're just having fun with it today. So Drake May, I liked having my collection. I also think it's the best buy. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear what you think. More importantly than what I think. I'm the one blabbering for the past 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I want to hear what you think. What would you like to have most in your personal collection? What do you think is the best buy? And what do you think about the Bad Egg set? Do you collect it? If so, please inform all of us. Teach us about what to collect, what not to collect, and what it's really about. And I will see you here next week for another top 10 list, because it is my favorite day of the week. I do love this. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.